A few weeks ago, Disney Plus released an animated remake of Diary of Wimpy Kid Rodrick Rules, which is a sequel to the animated Diary of Wimpy Kid they put out last year. It's okay, I guess. The animation is certainly very unique, with a lot of detail, while still looking like a cartoon, and the film really takes advantage of the animation medium by being very expressive and exaggerated, which is what a cartoon is supposed to be. The backgrounds and foregrounds are incredibly detailed, making the characters really pop out. The voice acting from the mom is better this time because in the first one, she sounded kind of muffled, so she's definitely a lot clearer this time. I don't know if that was due to them recording it during a pandemic or what, but the mom was definitely a lot clearer, so that was a little bit of an improvement. And the film definitely has better pacing than the live-action film, but it's also kind of a detriment to it because the speed at which it moves is a little bit too fast in some parts. And much like how it felt unnecessary to go back and do an animated remake of the first film and book, this also feels a bit unnecessary, and it had me wishing they had adapted some of the other books in the series that haven't gotten movies yet instead of this one. Because despite the film being longer than the first one, because the first one was closer to the length of the TV show pilot because it was around 45 minutes or so, this one feels like an actual film because it's about 80 minutes, and yet it still feels like a Cliff Notes version of the book. For one, a major plot point is Greg's crush on Holly Hills, and Holly Hills isn't even in this. They completely cut that out. And the film just kind of adapts the second half of the live-action version, with the party. That's kind of where it starts, even though in the live-action version, that's like halfway through the film. And it moves it along at a really brisk pace. Now, it is nice to hear the late Ed Asner as Greg and Rodrick's grandpa. I thought that was a really great casting choice. But another problem with this movie is Rodrick is written a little bit too mean. Like, yeah, in the other films and the other live-action films, he is a jerk, but they do it in a way where it's typical older brother stuff, how an older brother would tease their younger siblings. He never really does anything super harmful in this. But in this one, he goes from a somewhat likable jerk to straight-up inexcusable bully. And the patching up of their relationship at the end doesn't even really feel genuine because it is so rushed. So this film takes just like an unnecessary cash grab with little to no passion put into it. So just stick with the live action version. This version of Rodrick definitely does not rule. It gets a C+, 7 out of 10, and a 3 out of 5 stars.